balance and peace to live a more colorful life, and welcome back to my channel. In today's Pick a Card reading, we're going to be talking about your next career move. Fall is upon us. It's a time of change. We've got this wonderful full moon and Aries energy around us that is really going to help us take our power back, feel more confident, and be able to network and build the right relationships. It really is such a beautiful energy that's igniting that like fire in us and helping us to move towards some of our big desires. And so the area of your life that you could feel being really highlighted right now might be your career and finances. Perhaps that's something that came up for you a lot during these recent retrogrades we had, like Mercury retrograde. So I thought today we should do a reading to check in on this, because you might be noticing that a lot of the shifts that happened over the last couple of months were helping to provide you an opportunity to make some changes or to move forward. So for some of you guys, there could be manifestations coming right now related to your career and finances. And I thought that this would be a great reading to look in and see like what's coming your way. So here is the tarot spread that we're going to be covering. Take a screenshot so you can pull some cards along with me, or maybe come back to it at another time. And then once you're ready, I want you to relax and take some deep breaths, and you're going to get ready to pull some cards. But first, I wanted to let you guys know that I am available for readings. I've actually cleared my schedule and I'm completely open right now. So if you would like a personal reading, or you'd like a chat with me, or maybe you even want to start coaching or something, check out my website. I have a lot of services I offer, especially if you're interested in maybe growing your career and your finances, or you want to hash out some kind of love situation, or you need to make a change, or maybe you need to make a choice. A tarot reading is a great way to check in on your energy and to see what lies ahead. So if you're interested, check that out. Now, when you're ready, you can choose a card or a crystal that you feel drawn to the most. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. Once you've chosen, head down below to the comments or to the description where the timestamps are posted, and you can just click on your timestamp and instantly be fast forwarded to your part in the reading. And I will see you for your reading soon. For those of you guys who choose number 1, let's see what your next big career move is. So we're going to get started with the first part of the spread, and this is the card that you chose, and we're looking into what is the current, like your current position in your career right now. What have you been up to? Where are you at in your career path? And we're getting the Daughter of Cups. So cups, this is like an emotional energy. It's like a water energy. It does remind me of like the, Page of Cups. It also reminds me of the Queen of Cups a little bit. The Queen of Cups energy and personality is somebody who's really sensitive, usually very artistic, usually likes to do like nursing or counseling, psychology, studying things like that. Definitely wanting to be a healer or an artist, empath, strong energy for sure. So when I see the Daughter of Cups, it makes me think that you're somebody who ended up in a path where you might be studying in school in order to do something, like I mentioned, kind of like nursing, something health related. It could be like physical therapist, speech pathologist, things like that. It just seems to me like you decided to take this path where you really wanted to help others and be the most benefit. And I see your kind and gentle and beautiful heart and like kind of how you've ended up in this place. I want to look for some more clarifiers. Yeah, like you're enjoying this path and where you're at kind of and you're not at the beginning by any means. Like you've graduated, or like you've learned a lot on this path. You might already be in your industry, but you still have a lot of ambition. You always thought like this would be the next step, but I don't know if this is like the ultimate thing. Now look, we're always a work in progress. There's always going to be a new dream or a new idea. And it's normal that we can change our mind on our career path even. So I feel like you're a person who's kind of at a crossroads where like you want to keep exploring this path, and maybe move forward and keep building because you're talented at it, you're gifted, or you've invested a lot in it. And your guides are telling you that yes, you are on the right path, but there's another side of you that wants to make kind of a more bold choice. So you might be looking at switching things up a little bit. So your guides are just telling you to listen to your inner self. You don't have to make any crazy changes just yet. But this area of your life might want a little upgrade. So you can think about, what is my biggest desire? What intention do I want to set? And that's actually going to be the next part of this tarot spread. What's important right now is you've created a really great foundation for yourself, and you have so much security around you, or that you're manifesting into your life, which is really great. But there's a part of you that wants to make more space to just tap into your truth, check in, make sure, like, am I on this right path, or do I want to expand in any way? Because the actual work itself is kind of grueling. It can be exhausting. You want to keep evolving, so you don't always have to be, grinding so hard. I'm kind of getting that message. Next, we're going to pull some cards for what would your dream position be for your career. So what would be ideal for you? Yeah, we're going to pull a couple cards here. What would be ideal for you? For a job, for a career path? Get some of these in there. For you, it's not like you can't work independently, but the team that you work with, the connections that you make are super important to you. You're at this point where you really want to network more and build the connections and strengthen that. So maybe you will be able to find some people who will become a key part of, a big team you're going to be on in the future. Maybe you building something towards an even greater dream. I also feel like you like to have a job that does have structure. Of course, it's nice to be able to have freedom to put your own structures and things into place, but when things are too unorganized, you hate how you have to be the one that rolls up and ends up organizing things for everybody. It just stresses you out. So I'm getting this message here that you're actually, the best position for you would be something like that has a great team and has some good structure kind of built in. And as far as what exactly you would be doing, I mean, there's a lot of different people who are coming to this reading, but I do feel like you like to have a job that allows you to have a lot of life experience. So the one thing that I'm really getting connected with here for you would be working from home or remote work, which I know so many people do already, especially with what happened the last couple years on the planet. So maybe you're already in a position like this, or perhaps this is something that you could start looking into. And maybe that's been a big dream of yours, because this is life experience reversed. There's a part of you that really would like to move somewhere or travel somewhere or be able to set down roots and have that position. I also get the sense for you that a dream would be to have a career where you could be more of a conceptual artist, like being able to have a bigger purpose towards what you do. Because a conceptual artist is somebody who has a strong message or theme or purpose behind what they do, behind their art. So it's like you could be, doing body art, tattoos, piercings. Maybe this card is coming out because perhaps someone's watching and that this really resonates with. But I see here that they're saying you're someone that just really has to have this big drive towards what you do. Like, you do really want to make a difference. You want to help others. Maybe that's why that card came out earlier. So now we're pulling cards about your big career move. So basically, what can you do? What steps can you make that will bridge the gap between where you're at now and like that big vision for your career? Let's see. Steps to take, your next big career move. Okay, number one, they're telling you, you got to realize no one is really watching you. Your worst fear might be like, if I make this move or I make this change or I try to level up or I go out for this position or I take a risk or I change my lifestyle a little bit here with my career, maybe these people will judge me or they'll laugh or they'll think that I failed. There is a message on how you're going to have to give up something in order to get on this new path. We can deceive ourselves sometimes to think that perhaps we're going to choose one path in our career and that's going to be our path forever. And this message is not to discourage any of you guys who are like that and have chosen something and are dedicated to it and are committed and are in it for the long haul. That is so beautiful. Maybe that message isn't for you. But for some of you guys, you might need to hear that, hey, it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to have invested in this thing, still be paying your student loans and want to change to something else. It's okay to actually make this thing like your bread and butter or put it kind of on the back burner a little bit. Maybe just let it support you so that part-time you can work towards a bigger dream. There's these messages that you can always generate abundance through the many gifts and talents that you have, that you have so many different ways to bring money in. Career isn't just about that source of money, it's also about fulfillment because it has a lot to do with your community and your network. And it's so crazy that for you, your dream is to work with a great group of people and to feel connection. So that's always going to be important for you. And sometimes the culture of a certain type of job doesn't offer you those opportunities or those connections. You might just realize, wow, I thought this industry would be more like this and I want to switch to this or I want to create my own little way of doing this thing, make my own business or create something different, try something new to get it more like this. The older you get, the more you learn about yourself. And these are cards here that are saying like the step you're going to have to take is going to be just realizing, like maybe grieving or mourning the loss of a career path that you thought you were going to take or it was going to be your everything, but now you want to walk away or change it or move forward. Okay, so now we're looking at opportunities and I'm so excited because this is like the coolest part of the reading. So we're pulling cards for what career opportunities are coming in for you. What career opportunities are coming in for you? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I sense one opportunity in particular, and your guides are saying that you've been visualizing this job for a while. It's basically a new job. And you've been visualizing it. This is just all you've been wanting is a job that's more flexible. I think that you've already built a really great path for yourself, like I mentioned. You might want to change it, switch it up a little bit. You might be having some realizations about it. You don't have to have your mind made up just yet. That's what this card is saying. Maybe you just realize, I want some change, but there seems to be a new job coming your way that's actually going to be way more flexible with your time and your energy. And like we were talking, maybe the work from home situation or remote work. And we're getting this Grace card. This is like when things somehow just align for you. Of course, you're putting out good vibes. And gratitude will always speed up the process, to love where you're at now in the process. That's totally what this is about, being thankful for what you have, enjoying where you're at now, the lessons you're learning, gratitude for where you come from. But I'm getting these messages that there's this big shift going to happen with this new job. It could even be a new position where you're working, but I really feel like it's a new job. I see like a new job title too. And you've just been kind of visualizing having a way more flexible life. You've already built such a beautiful life for yourself in so many ways. It's just like you want to expand that. And that's the opportunity that's coming. So that's so exciting. I hope that this message resonates with you. If you also pulled cards along with me using the spread, let me know in the comments below. Share with me. I love hearing your stories and what's going on. We got to catch up, y'all. And I will see you next time. Peace out. For those of you guys who choose number 2, we are going to get started on what is your next big career move. And we're going to follow this spread. This is the first card of the spread, the card that you chose. And we're looking into what is your current position in your career. So where are you at in your career? What's going on? Looking into that energy. And we're getting the High Priestess. This is such a beautiful card. I love it so much. It immediately gives me the energy that you are somebody who people come to for a lot of different skills. They know you have these talents. You might have studied many different things, or you're the kind of person who kind of goes down these rabbit trails sometimes. And you've learned many things. You're the Renaissance woman or the Renaissance man or Renaissance person. Like, you are an artist of many skills. And with this energy, I feel like we're getting the High Priestess because you do have this gift of intuition. This might be some of you guys who started like a business, like a tarot business or a spiritual business, or maybe you are doing some writing or some type of journalism or some type of speaking, or you're really putting your heart on the line, your deep passion, your purpose. Maybe something even astrology related, maybe something kind of witchy. So whatever this is, you're somebody who's different, and you've never really pictured yourself having like the type of career that, you know, most people would have, or something that's kind of fits in more. It's you just haven't really found your path there yet, but you've done many things, you've had many ideas, you've stirred many pots, you might even have started a couple businesses, and whatever job you do it really well, and you always rise to the top, where you end up getting like manager position, and you're very committed and connected, and you're at this part on your journey where like you're just focusing on building connections and your portfolio, or maybe your education. And so this shows like a lot of progress basically that you had on your path, and how you've just launched a business or you're getting ready to launch something. This new moon here is a sign that you are really someone who has a lot of success in their future and is getting ready to create something beautiful on this path. Like, the career is very important to you. You might do something to, you know, really help benefit the world. So what is your dream position for your career? I want to be careful not to say like a dream job, because not all of us dream of labor, right? But what would a really great fit for you be? Well, one thing that's important for you is that you like make friends at work, that like you go in, if you're gonna go in at all, that you really feel like you have like a community there. Of course, you want to have a healthy work-life balance and have professional relationships, but there's a part of you that's always liked workplaces where it felt like where you could hang out with your coworkers after, or you just made these deep relationships with people that you click with. And sometimes when you go to a specific company or a specific job or a specific industry, you're brought together with a lot of like-minded people, because they all like, you know, maybe have similar interests. So you can meet the most incredible people. I've met some of the most amazing people and friends of my life through different jobs and career paths that I've had, and different hobbies and interests. So for you, like, you kind of like a career path that feels almost more like a hobby and is more based off friendships. And so I do feel like at this point where you're at right now, you have, like this says, you've been reflecting a lot on your path, thinking more about the bigger vision of your life. Of course, the everyday is so important. You spent a lot of time recently working on your routine, just like little daily things, and wanting to take better care of your health. And yeah, you have all this new energy now, and this is very interesting. It says that you're getting ready to embrace some new things, a new appreciation. There's going to be a shift in your career path. Your guides are around you right now. They're sending you signs, messages, synchronicities. Maybe these are animals that come on your path or, angel numbers, a song that comes on the radio at a specific time, just intuition, gut feelings, time you maybe connect with yourself through journaling, but your guides are around you. They're sending you these messages, these signs that you're on the right path. The dream position for you really is something where you can have those relationships. And, I feel like you want to try something new. You want to embrace something new. It's something you maybe always appreciated in others. You want to just have that sense of connection with what, your career path is. And this card right here is talking about how fortune is obviously important. You're at this point in your career where you would like to have more of an increase, bring in more abundance, kind of level up there. So your next big career move, what steps can you take to get there? What steps can you take to get there to your dream position, to that next big career move, that next level up in your career? Wow. There's a message that difficult times are over on your career path, that you really are entering into this season where you're going to have a better response at landing jobs or having interesting opportunities. And the step for you to take really has to do with networking. Oh my gosh, that's all I'm seeing. And it's funny because for you, the friendships are so important. The kind of the community feel of like a workplace is important to you. So they're saying, yeah, network with your friends, because I get this sense that working with friends, people you feel comfortable with is going to be great. I also get a feeling that you and some friends might come up with some type of maybe some type of project together, but it could be like a team. I'm getting this vibe like a production team or crew or something kind of like that. Maybe you and a friend come and work together. So there seems to be some kind of opportunity with that. It's exciting. And speaking of opportunities, what opportunities are coming to you in your career? That's the last part of the spread. What opportunities are coming to you with your career? I think maybe some of you guys are literally waiting right now on hearing back from a job, because this is the expectancy card, and you're just sitting there waiting for them to make their decision, or maybe you just recently put out a lot of applications. And I am getting that like one of these jobs, yeah, for sure you're going to get the job, or a lot of you guys are waiting right now. If you're waiting, you're going to get good news soon. Entanglements. Faith. You have to remember that rejection is usually a form of protection, especially when you're job hunting. So remember that, because you don't want to work with anybody who doesn't want to work with you. I know it's hard to say, but sometimes you align and you fit the company so perfectly, but it comes down to that one person making the choice who just feels off about it. It could be their guidance, their inner guidance, their higher self telling them not to hire you because there's a better position for you, or because that's part of the soul contract, or you got what you needed from the situation. So trust that. There's always bigger things at play than we understand. Surrender. Extra messages for you. But as far as your opportunities, I do feel like you're going to create a really good personal brand for yourself. People will know your name. The opportunity you're likely to get is through that. It could be you've been marketing your photography business, or maybe you've been marketing your Etsy shop or some products of yours or your service. Maybe you've been putting it out there that you're doing home repairs or this or that. And there's this message that people are seeing and they're noticing. You're going to get those followers or those clients that, this is going to be what leads an opportunity to you. That is so exciting. I hope that this message resonates with you. If you did the spread and followed along with me, you have to let me know what you get in the comments below. And I will see you next time. Peace out. For those of you guys who choose number 3, let's get into this spread. This is the first part of the spread, the card that you chose, and we're looking into what is your current position in your career. So where are you at in your career path right now? And we're getting the Son of Pentacles. It is definitely a transitional time for you in your career right now. You are so ready to have a new challenge, something to sink your teeth into, a new beginning. And I'm not gonna lie here, we got this pentacle. You want to make more money. You want to just receive more. You know that you're worth it. You know that you are valuable, that your life and your time is valuable. And it's like you're sick of trading your time for money. So there's a part of you that's been researching, maybe reading books, or maybe just thinking about how to build your assets and build your wealth. And the truth is, there's no shortcuts. Maybe you tried a little bit of, I don't know, investing in this one thing. Maybe you got a lottery ticket. I don't know. But I feel like there's a part of you that's like ready to put the work in and like has this feeling like that if you can, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. And obviously money isn't everything, but I feel like you have a goal, like you want to purchase property or a home, or perhaps you want to travel, or you want to, of course, support yourself and your family and like create a beautiful life for yourself. And there's this message that like you're worthy of those goals and desires, that you can allow yourself to have more, that when you receive more, it doesn't mean that other people are going to suffer or get less in exchange. Remember, it's an abundant, infinite universe. Despite all appearances, when you receive, that allows you to be able to give more. It also teaches other people how to receive too and not neglect themselves and suffer. I just get this message where you're at in your career is a place where you really want to increase the abundance, and you're just kind of struggling with this idea of like wanting to level up there and getting ready to make some big choices and some big investments, and also feeling weird to kind of leave where you've been behind. So let's pull some more cards for you. What would a dream position be for you? Like, what would the ideal be, or what's like your vision? I don't think a dream job really exists, right? Have you seen that quote before? I don't dream of labor. But it can be really satisfying when you can pick a career path that's feels really in alignment, and you can receive abundance to do, something that's so natural to you, something that you love, right? And that's exactly what we got. We got this card about how it needs to be heart-based. It needs to be connected to your heart. And you have to realize that you are such a multifaceted being with so many gifts and so many talents. It's not just like this one thing is the thing that you're the best at, or this is the one thing that you love the most, or that you can only pick one thing and that's it for the rest of your life. Don't overthink it. You have to go with your gut. It's okay to have a couple different jobs, or a couple different businesses, or a couple different career paths throughout your life. Some people even stir a couple, what I call stirring a couple pots at the same time. You got different things going, different projects. You don't want to overwhelm yourself, but your guides are saying don't overthink it, But it is something you need to, they're saying quick. Like you have an opportunity to get on this path or to advance on this path. Maybe that's why they're telling you not to overthink it. So yeah, a dream position, something that your heart aligned with. Don't overthink it. Something that you always come back to, something you've been faithful to. I'll tell you one thing for me. I've always come back to fashion. I've been doing it since I was young. I worked in the fashion industry for a while. I've always been expressing myself in that way. If you have something like that in your life that just feels like something you've always loved, get something going with that. It's easy. You don't have to monetize all of your talents and gifts. But it might be nice to have a career path that's somewhat aligned with what you love. It's a little bit better than, grinding away at some mindless job that sucks your soul. Yeah, your guides are also saying you want to work somewhere where you have a little bit more control over the structure. It might be that you're setting your hours or you're more flexible. I also feel like you want to feel helpful. You want to feel like you're making a difference. And you want to do some, and you don't have to cure cancer to make a difference in this planet, but, and I think everybody's jobs are so important, but you might feel like you want to do something that's like you personally feel confident in. Yeah, something that feels worthwhile. So yeah, now we're gonna pull what steps can you take to get to this, to this dream position. How can you make that next big career move? So your next big career move, how you're gonna accomplish that. Steps to take. Ooh, we're seeing the horse. This actually has to do with travel. Now this might not resonate with everybody who's here, but when I see the horse and this target here, the woodward, a journey, a destiny card, it makes me think about somebody who might be a big fish in a small pond. Sometimes we have to literally go where the opportunities are, or go where the action is, or go where we feel the most alive, or yeah, literally go work in that place. If you're somebody who wants to rub shoulders with specific people, or bust into a specific industry, meet certain kinds of people, have certain opportunities, you might have to go there. And sometimes it's not always physical. Sometimes you can go there in different ways. Maybe by creating a brand for yourself online, networking online. You can certainly start there. But there's this message about how your next big career move might be related to an actual move. You going somewhere, showing up somewhere. That's interesting. And lastly, we're going to look into opportunities coming to you in your career. So opportunities coming to you and your career path. Whoa. So the first opportunity has to do with like a mindset shift. It all starts from within, right? Once we kind of change the way that we see ourselves, the way that other people in the world reacts to us changes too. You might have to rewind that, listen to that again, pause it, reflect. Remember, as within, so without, as above, so below. So there's this message that there's this opportunity coming for you to maybe be a little bit more open to taking risks on this path, to making a choice, a commitment. Because I feel like for you, you know what you love or what your heart's pulling you towards, but getting the path going and staying consistent with it and just picking the thing and going for it, that's what's hard for you. So your guides are saying like, sometimes you just have to embrace the weirdness of it. Like for me, I'm sitting here doing tarot. That's a huge part of my career path right now. So I never would have thought, some things you never thought that you would be gifted at or that would be something you could offer. But if it just makes your heart sing, you have to follow that path. So it's like a new perspective. I do feel like there's this message to spend time with yourself, to meditate, to journal a little bit about this area of your life. And maybe this tarot spread, take some notes after this reading, that could help too. But there is an opportunity coming for you to step into your power and really shine your light out there. I feel like this could be the start of a business or like a personal brand or something kind of like that. And they're saying that like it's going to be a lot more in balance. Sometimes on our career path, we feel like, oh, this is a great opportunity and I'm glad that I'm getting paid, but it just doesn't feel like, this is long-term or this is a part of me. And I feel like that's what you're creating for yourself right now is something that feels a little bit more long-term, stable, a part of you. I love that. Wow. You have to let me know if you pulled cards along with me too, what messages you got. Let me know in the comments below. Let's chat. And thank you for coming to my channel. I will see you next time. Peace out.